The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes and on YouTube, and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you are encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with me or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we are syndicated across the United States into 12 million additional households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. As you can see, we are on the road to the White House, coming to you live from the swing state, the key swing state of Pennsylvania. And it is said that Pennsylvania and Ohio might determine the outcome of this election. Clearly, McCain needs every state that he can get. This one seems to be leaning lately more toward Obama than toward McCain. We're going to be on the road all next week as well. We're going to go to Columbus, Ohio. Harvey Wasserman will be our guest on Monday. He is the gentleman who broke the story about the Diebold voting machine scandal in Ohio during the last presidential election, which some say Kerry, as a result, actually won. And then we're going to maybe go to Toledo to talk to Joe the plumber, or maybe a real Joe who really is a plumber. I don't know. And then the plan is to head into southeast Michigan, where the economic situation is worse there than it is anywhere else, probably in the nation, so that we can all see what bodes for us after the election as things get worse and worse and worse economically. To my right, your left, Dan Warner, Paltalk Admin D, here in Berwick, Pennsylvania, which is, we believe, to be a pretty good representation of what's going on in Pennsylvania. The reason this Ron Paul supporter, other than the fact that he works with us here at Paltalk, I felt was a good candidate, pardon the pun, for a person to interview about what's going on in Pennsylvania is, number one, you are extremely outspoken about politics. And secondly, I think the thing that really enraged you the most during this campaign was the day that Barack Obama said that people in Pennsylvania, because they are concerned about the poor economic times, run to and grab onto their guns and their Bibles.
Well, I have my gun and my Bible here, Gary, but I'm not clinging to them. And, you know.
Well, nobody's trying to break in right now.
No, nobody's trying to break in right now. But if they were,
what are you going to do if they break in? Are you going to pull the gun, or are you going to hold up the Bible?
I'd probably pull the gun.
Probably pull the gun.
But, you know, the fact is that here in Pennsylvania, it's a very large rural population.
Yes.
Pennsylvania has a great tradition of outdoorsmanship, hunting,
yes,
etc. And we are in what they call the T here, the Alabama T in Pennsylvania.
Right.
You have Philadelphia on the southeastern corner, and you have Pittsburgh over in the southwestern corner.
Right.
And the rest of us are more or less very small town,
right,
very rural, and usually very, very Republican.
Right. So if you look at a map of one of the John King maps of Pennsylvania, for example, that he pulls up on CNN, you will see exactly that. You'll see a big hue of blue, but